Is Northwest still just a kid? Or is she already being turned into a brand? That question has been lighting up comment sections, blowing up Reddit threads, and stirring a level of unease that's hard to shake. Because what's happening with Kim Kardashian's daughter isn't just about fashion or fame or even parenting. It's about the fine line between childhood and commodification, and how quietly that line can vanish when the spotlight never turns off. Let's be real, this didn't start overnight, but what's unfolding now is starting to look less like a childhood and more like a calculated rollout. This isn't some phase Kim is letting North grow through. This feels like a strategy, packaged, polished, and pushed with perfect timing. And while the internet watches, one question looms louder than ever. Is anyone protecting Northwest? Or are they just promoting her? It all hit a fever pitch when North turned 12. In a TikTok video, she showed up wearing knee-high boots, a miniskirt, and a corset-style top, styled, posed, and glammed out like she was hitting Paris Fashion Week instead of a kid's birthday party. And when the backlash exploded, the comments were mysteriously turned off. People weren't just surprised, they were disturbed. Because this wasn't a kid playing dress-up. It looked like a campaign, a reveal. The kind of curated rollout you expect from a pop star, not a middle schooler. And with Kim silent through the storm, folks started connecting the dots, and they didn't like what they were seeing. The outfit wasn't random. It wasn't something she pulled from the closet in a rush. This was a lookbook moment. Hair done, makeup flawless, body language styled to the gods. And the scary part? No one batted an eye from her team. Not one adult stepped in and asked, "Wait, are we crossing a line here?" Because that line, it was already gone. North's presence online has never been casual. She's not just filming dance videos for fun. She's dropping pro-level content, often in full glam. At hours no 12-year-old should be online. The lighting, the staging, the editing, it's all giving influencer, not innocent. And the matching fits with Kim? Not cute little moments. These are mirrored looks styled to echo Kim's most iconic adult fashion moves. And every time it happens, it feels less like self-expression and more like image management. Like North isn't being encouraged, she's being coached. The poses are studied, the movements are trained. North doesn't just mimic her mom, she shadows her, frame for frame. This is branding, not bonding. And what makes it even more uncomfortable is the speed. This girl is growing up on camera and fast forward while the grown-ups behind the scenes collect the clicks. Then came the unfiltered North era. She called Kim's Met Gala look cheap on camera, told Pete Davidson he looked like he was going to the gas station. And when Kim tried to talk sweet for an Instagram live, North called her out right then and there. Why do you talk different? Millions watched that moment explode online, not just because it was funny, but because it felt real. Too real. Like a kid exposing the mask her mom wears in public. And the wild part? These moments keep happening, over and over again. Always filmed, always posted, always viral. It's starting to feel deliberate. North isn't just getting away with roasting celebrities. She's being framed as the sass queen of social media. And Kim? She's always just behind the camera, smiling, laughing, letting it roll, as if all of this is just part of the plan. People are starting to wonder, what's the end game here? North gets the spotlight. The other Kardashian kids? Quiet, controlled, picture perfect. It's almost like North's being positioned to play a very specific role. The bold one, the bratty one, the breakout star. And it doesn't stop at style or attitude. Remember the reports that North fired her nanny? Or that she demanded her own car ride to school because she didn't want to ride with her siblings? In any other house, that'd be a hard no. But in the Kardashian world, it's framed as CEO energy. As if pushing boundaries is part of the brand. Kim's own stories about hiding in closets to breastfeed because North was jealous? Framed as cute anecdotes for talk shows. But to anyone listening closely, they're not so funny. They're early signs of entitlement. Unchecked, undisciplined, and now unleashed on millions of followers. But if one moment proved this was more than just a phase, it was the Ice Spice video. North, in a tight red wig and crop top, dancing to explicit lyrics at night, posted for millions. Kim's excuse? She was out of town. The nanny allowed it. But this wasn't a random video. It was fully styled, recorded, edited, and uploaded. And the internet knew it. People didn't just comment, they worried. Out loud. Because this wasn't fun anymore, this was starting to feel unsafe. Even Kanye's old warnings resurfaced. Maybe he wasn't just being dramatic. Maybe he saw what was coming before the rest of us did. Kim says North asked for permission. But when millions of eyes are on your child, asking isn't enough. This isn't about a moment slipping through the cracks. It's about a pattern being built in plain sight. But here's the thing. North has been like this from the start. As a toddler, she was yelling "no pictures" to paparazzi like a veteran celeb. Now she rolls her eyes in interviews, refuses to answer questions, shuts down fake vibes with a single glare. She's only 12, but she's already burned out on the game. That's not stage fright, that's overexposure. And when she allegedly ripped up couch cushions just to sneak into one of Kanye's parties? It didn't read like a tantrum, it looked like desperation. North isn't trying to impress anyone anymore, she's just trying to survive it. The flashing cameras, the stylists, the fans, the criticism. It's all she's ever known, and it shows. And if you think this is all just accidental chaos, think again. Kim grew up watching Kris Jenner turn scandals into strategy, turn shame into brand equity, turn daughters into dollar signs. And now, Kim's the one behind the camera. Only this time, it's North in the hot seat. Kylie and Khloe backed off. They shielded Stormi and True from the machine, gave them a shot at normalcy. Kim? She leaned in, doubled down. And North? She's paying the price. Because this isn't empowerment, it's exposure. North is being styled, filmed, and fed into the algorithm like a full-blown celebrity. But unlike a grown star, she didn't sign up for this. She doesn't get to unplug, doesn't get to decide when enough is enough. This is a child being shaped for attention, layer by layer, outfit by outfit, TikTok by TikTok. And it's happening so gradually, so skillfully that even the people cheering might not see what's really going on. But when you zoom out, the picture is terrifying. Because what happens when the spotlight fades, when the comments stop, when the next viral kid takes her place? Fame doesn't fade, it follows. And North isn't just growing up in it, she's being built from it. So if you've been watching this unfold and felt like something's off, you're not alone. The red flags aren't subtle anymore. They're screaming. And if no one steps in soon, the question won't be, what happened to Northwest? It'll be, how did we all let it happen? If you made it this far, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because we're just getting started. And hit that next video for more unfiltered celebrity drama. I'll see you there.